We shall learn more about computer studies through a series of lessons under the following topics: Introduction to Network and Data Communication, Application Areas of ICT, Impact of ICT on Society, Career Opportunities in ICT, and Project Developing. Introduction to Networking and Data Communication. The following are definitions of common networking terms. Network refers to an interconnection of similar entities such as people, roads, and telephone line that enables the transfer and exchange of information, goods, and services. Computer network refers to a connection between two or more computers that enables them to share resource and communicate with one another. Data communication refers to the transmission of data from one point to another within a network via a communication medium. The communication medium used to transmit data are classified according to the direction data flows in them as a simplex, half-duplex, and full duplex. In simplex transmission, data flows in one direction. Examples are radio and television transmission. In half-duplex transmission, data flows in two directions alternately. Examples are the walkie-talkies used by police officers. In full duplex transmission, data flows in two directions simultaneously. Examples are sending and receiving of data within a network and telephone conversation. Purpose and limitations of networking. The following are some of the reasons why networking is important. Sharing resources. The following are some of the reasons why networking data is important. Software and hardware. The following are some of the disadvantages of networking. Dependency. No data security because of hackers and other network crime-related acts. Initial cost of buying networking equipment and even the subsequent cost of maintenance is very high. Moral and social decay among the youth who get access to wrong sites and information within the internet. Insecurity and terrorism. Low access to a network, especially when many people are trying to request for the same resource. Access limitation to shared resources. Data communication media are channels used for transmitting data and information from one point to another within a network. There are two types of data communication media, namely bounded media, which also means communication using cables, and unbounded media, which also means communication without using cables or wireless communication. In this type of communication, media data is transmitted from source to destination through a conducted media such as twisted pair cable, coaxial cable, and fiber optic cables. Microwave transmission is a form of high-frequency radio transmission that travels in a straight line and is blocked by building, hills, and the earth curvature. Microwaves are used to achieve very high data transmission rate. Signals are directed through a focused beam and transmitted directly from the transmitter station to the receiving station. Due to their small wavelength, they are also used in making microwave ovens used as domestic kitchen appliances. Data signals refers to the voltage level in a circuit which processes the flow of data. In data communication, data signals can either be analog or digitals. Analog signal is the continuous varying form that is similar to a voice or sound wave. Digital signal is a sequence of discrete patterns consisting of 0 and 1. analog signal is the continuous varying form that is similar to a voice or sound wave. Digital signal is a sequence of discrete patterns consisting of 0 and 1. Gateway is a device used to connect two or more networks to a wider network or internet. Bridge is a device used to connect different segments of a network, or a bridge can also divide a network to isolate traffic or problems. For example, if the volume of traffic from one or two computers or a single department is flooding the network with data and slowing down the entire operation, a bridge could isolate those computers or that department. Bridges can also be used to expand the length of a segment, provide for an increased number of computers on the network, reduce traffic bottlenecks resulting from an excessive number of attached computers, split an overloaded network in two separate networks, reducing the amount of traffic on each segment and making each network more efficient. Link unlike physical media such as twist repeater. Repeater is a device that receives network signals from a communication media, regenerates it, and transmits the signals as it was in its original strength. If a cable is long enough, attenuation will finally make a signal unrecognizable. Installing a repeater enables signals to travel further. Router is a device used for connecting network segments as well as directing the transfer of data from one segment to another within the network. Routers ensure data or information goes where it is needed. However, a router can perform the following functions of a bridge: filtering and isolating traffic, and connecting network segments. Routers are used in complex networks because they provide better traffic management. They also share status and routing information with one another and use this information to bypass slow or malfunctioning connections. A switch is a device that connects computers on a network. It can also be used as a bridge to connect several hubs in order to prevent collision problems that might be caused during broadcasting. Brouter, as the name implies, combines the quality of both a bridge and a router. A brouter can act as a route for one network and as a bridge for all the others. Networking software. Network operating system is software that establishes connectivity within a network by performing the following network-related functions: enabling computers on the network to communicate with each other, supporting network devices such as network interface cards, network drivers and protocols, providing access to network resources, implementing network security features, responding to requests from application programs running on the network, and enabling various processes running on the network to communicate. Examples of network operating systems are Windows NT, Unix, Linux, and Novell NetWare. Network protocols are a set of rules that govern communication within a network. How protocols work. The entire technical operation by which data is transmitted over the network has to be broken down into discrete, systematic steps. At each step, certain actions take place that cannot take place at any other step. Each step includes its own rules and procedures or protocol. Protocols at the receiving computer carry out the same series of steps in reverse order. They take the data packets off the cable, bring the data packets into the computer through the NIC. Strip the data packets of all the transmitting information that was added by the sending computer. Copy the data from the packets to a buffer for reassembly. Pass the reassembled data to the application in a usable form. Both sending and receiving computers need to perform each step in the same way so that the data will have the same structure when it is received as it did when it was sent. Network protocols are a set of rules that govern communication within a network. How protocols work. The entire technical operation by which data is transmitted over the network has to be broken down into discrete, systematic steps. At each step, certain actions take place that cannot take place at any other step. Local Area Network (LAN). These are privately owned networks within a single building or in institutions of up to a few kilometers in size. Client-server network is a type of network in which one computer operates as a server and has faster processor, more RAM, and a lot of storage space. The server is a computer that runs the networking software that allows resources and information to be shared within the network. Peer-to-peer network is a type of network where no computer operates as server. Instead, every computer can act as both the server and the client. Computers communicate with each other directly within the network. Metropolitan Area Network (MAN). This is a bigger version of LAN. It normally covers a medium-sized geographical area such as a group of nearby corporate offices or even a city. MANs can either be private or public. Wide Area Network (WAN). A wide area network, or a WAN, spans a large geographical area such as a country, continent, and the whole world. WANs have no geographical limit. It consists of several LANs and MANs connected together using communication devices. Perhaps the ultimate WAN is the Internet. Star topology. Cable ring topology connects computers on a single circle of a cable forming a loop. Messages and data travel around the loop in one direction and pass through each computer inside a token, giving each computer an opportunity to send data. A computer can only transmit data when it captures a token. A token can be viewed as an envelope where data is placed for transmission and carried around the network. Star topology. Cable segments from each computer within the network are connected to a centralized component called a hub. Thus, the computers communicate with each other via the hub. Data transmitted from one computer to the other using packets. The packet containing the address of the sender and the receiver are sent to the hub, which then directs the packet to the receiving computer. Bus topology. All devices are connected to a common shared cable, also known as the bus or backbone, via the nodes located at different points along the cable. Also referred to as a linear bus because all components are connected in a straight line. Mesh topology. All computers are connected to each other by separate cables. Each computer has a connection to every other computer in the network. Tree topology, also known as hybrid topology. It's a combination of star-configured networks connected to a linear bus. Hello, welcome to Form 4 second topic in Computer Studies. We shall learn